Cecilia was part of your top priorities of the beginning of last year, and I believe drilling there has now started. That's partnered drilling where Fortuna is drilling it. But that started in September. I haven't seen an update on it since. How's everything going, and is it going as quickly as you had hoped?
There's some core right there. So the
Okay.
core's coming out. We got the core. It's split in half. In other words, half of it's already been in the laboratory, and we're working on that news release right now to put that out. So we've completed the drilling. We're now finalizing the assays and getting the assays in. We have the technical cross sections. We recently had a meeting yesterday, in fact, with Fortuna Mining, going over some of the results and going through with them how to disclose and what can be disclosed. It's very exciting. We do see a good program for 2025. So we're super excited about that, working with them, and the drill results from 2024 work program from the end we will put out. Super good to be progressing as we said we would.
Well, is 2025 not kind of a make it or break it year for Cecilia? I mean, if Fortuna doesn't like what they drill and don't want to proceed with it, what happens to the project? But if they really like what they're seeing, then do they double down and what happens then? It's kind of like two avenues the way I see it.
Perfect. So if they like what they see and they double down, that's great for us, and we'd like to do it. They need to spend about $3.5 million to get their first ownership interest, and then they need to spend another 3 million to get up to 6 million total in order to earn their larger interest. And so that would be great for us. And then if they keep going, and we always end up with a royalty and don't have to put up any money if they double down that way. We could also participate once they've earned in to then participate in a joint venture. So those are all good scenarios. In other words, double down and keep going strongly if they like doing it. On the other hand, after these drill results we're happy with, and that's great, and we'll be disclosing those, and then we're doing the program now in 2025 with Fortuna, and that's good, and we'll be ahead. If they decide that, okay, the targets and everything isn't going to work for them in the middle or later part of 2025, then it would come back to Riverside. For us, we have currently 9 different targets. We really like, with Fortuna, to have been able to expand, to do geophysics over the entire property, to be able to do exploration much more broadly than we could as a small company. The property is 60 square kilometers, and we had worked on less than 6. In other words, we have now 10x'd the data that we can do. So with that 10x, we have multiple different areas to work up on. So we're glad to work with Fortuna. And if they return it to us, that's great. We can then move those projects ahead, potentially with another partner. And I think that Riverside will possibly bundle up all of our Mexico properties, maybe call it Red J, call it something new and different. But basically, I can see that we could bundle those up now that these projects are ready to drill and they're really good. So if we get these back, I think that we would be doing this not on Riverside's balance sheet, but Riverside owns these properties. And so I can see that we would unlock the value there. Riverside would again retain royalties on the Mexico portfolio. This is a vision, a forward-looking idea. And if we can get deals on properties in between, that's great. But I think we definitely see that the targets are good. The timing for discovery in Mexico is good. The new president and the new policies are going in the right direction. I think we've gone through the low and through the difficultness, and we'll continue to hear now positive things. At least enough positivity that since we own these projects where we have the title, where we have the drill permits, it's a great time to unlock that value for shareholders.